Okay, Kitty Pies, it's December 5th, 2023, and I'm still working on the bug. We had lost a compressor for the last 3 weeks. I had to get a new motor for it, so finally I got air back up so I can get working on this again. So in the meantime, I did a little bit of work. I fabricated the inside of that inner structure on the quarter there in the back under the rear seat. You could see right here, I had to fabricate all that bottom piece there because that was pretty rotted. So that was not easy to do. You can see we're getting good fitting here with the cross members. And before I button that up, I'm going to pour 15 all this in here after I weld everything up. And then I'm going to put this outer skin on the quarter panel. That way I know I'll have some good protection in there in the future. So tomorrow night I'll finish welding up this piece up underneath here and pour 15 that. You can see I got good gaps here. So what I did about a month ago is I cut that floor section apart there. When I did that, the whole back of this car moved on me. So I had to bring it back together, line everything back up. And you can see I got decent gaps again. So I know I'm pretty good where I am. I got good. You want to make sure that this gap here is really good. And then, so everything else is looking good there. So look on the inside here, you can see I knew my A-pillar was looking good. I tacked it there so that wouldn't move. You can see how I fabricated all this in here, up underneath. You see how I got everything tacked, screwed in place so it won't move. You can see the heater channels mating up good to the cross member there. So once again, looking good. There's the shock tower area I repaired. And then you can see the holes in the cross member are lining up good too. So another couple days I'll have this corner done. Later next week I'm going to be cutting out this piece here under that shock tower support area, and I'm going to be repairing all that. So once that's done, this side will pretty much be structurally sound where I need it, and then I could just finish up with my other patch panels where it needs to go. I'm still having trouble with the running board. It's not fitting right. I think it's a cheap running board. I'm going to have to get another one and test fit it, so there's no reason for it to have a gap in the fender in the running board. So just a little heads up on welding here. Once again, I've been welding or doing body work for almost my whole life, almost 43 years now. These little Lincoln 100 weld packs are great for MIG welding sheet metal because it's a 110 unit. It's a 100. It's the smallest one they make. It's perfect for sheet metal. It doesn't get too hot. It welds really smooth. I've been using this thing for almost 25 years without any issues. Best welder for sheet metal. Anything bigger than that, you want to get a bigger welder, but this Lincoln Weld Pack 100, awesome setup. So make sure it's MIG weld, not the flux, because the flux is garbage. So go set it up for a MIG welder and you'll be good to go. So in the meantime, when the compressor was down, I got the engine all tore apart somewhat. I'm not going to tear it all the way down. I'm probably going to rebuild the heads. Got the distributor still out. Got the carburetor coming this week from Volts Bits from, I think he's in Oregon. I know he was down and out for a couple months there, so he finally got it done. The intake, I took that off, and of course, like most of them, it was clogged here from the exhaust. So I ran the wire up there to try and clean it out. Boy, that wasn't easy. That took a while, boy. I kept running it up in there. Probably took me a good hour to get it unclogged. And as soon as I got it unclogged, figure the cord that I had on my drill broke in here. So it was stuck in here. And the only way to get it out was I had to cut this here. Cut that right off, okay? And then when I did, or actually I cut it on this side here, I'm sorry. I cut it right here. Grabbed that, pulled it out, and then I had to MIG weld that back shut. And so you can see it's pretty cleaned out good now here. But I also found a couple pinholes in it. I had to weld them shut. And then in here, there was a couple pinholes on the seam here, so I had to weld that all the way up shut. So it's unclogged now. I put it back up onto the car with the exhaust, and it bolts up good, so that's good to go. I'm going to have the generator sent out and rebuilt. I'm going to keep this car 6-volt, have the head sent out, rebuilt. So that's the progress short video this week. Hopefully I can get back going on this again. So I had a couple setbacks, and then we're good to go. So this is the hardest part of any Volkswagen restoration, is the heater channels, the structural work, making sure you get everything right. Because once you get all that done, these patch panels down here in the front, that's easy. This quarter panel, that's pretty easy. That's not going to affect anything. And the rest of these here, down in here, that'll be easy to make. But I need the car to be structurally sound, in place where it needs to be on that pan, with all the doors fitting good before I go and finish welding up everything. So, okay, kitty pies, just another update. I still haven't welded that back. I'm gonna weld everything all in one day once I get everything ready to go. So, okay, kids.